What's up, guys? It's your boy J18. It's my recap picks for week 3. So let's start off with Thursday's game. I picked the Browns over the Jets. It was a 21-17 game. It was a shocker on Thursday. I watched the game on my phone because I have NFL Network on Sling. It was an inspirational game. So let's get right into it. The recap. I took the Vikings over the Bills in my second pick on the afternoon games. I did not see that coming from the Bills. But, teams are going to come out. They're going to try to get wins. You know what I mean? Like, that's what happens. Oh, change jerseys. Brian Westbrook. But, yeah. They're going to come on. They're going to try to get wins. I don't blame the Bills. But it's my biggest upset of this week. I don't know how you play at home and you score only 6 points. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, you got to get out there, you're at home, you get fired up, and you score touchdowns. That's just all there is to it. Anyways, I start off 1-0 with the Browns. Then I'm 1-1 with the Bills winning over the Vikings. And then I just had it up to here with the Texans. They should have won against the Giants. I thought this would be the game. They come out and they finally put one on the board for their season. That's not the case. The Giants won in that game. They went to Houston and basically beat them with their passing game. So I got to work on that secondary. Coaches got to let the quarterback change the plays. It's just, I don't know what's going on in Houston. So that puts me at 1-2. Moving on to the Packers and Redskins. I did not see that coming either. Washington was at home. Then again, they were at home last week, and the Colts took them out. Now, I don't know what's going on with Clay Matthews and the whole defense of the Packers. They're just a mess right now for me. I mean, 31 points. They couldn't even compete in this game. And that's another upset for me. Well, really, Redskins just dominated the game. I should have gone with the Redskins. So that puts me at 1-3 for this week's picks. Moving on to the Chiefs and Niners. Of course, I picked the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Defense is not that great. But, if Patrick Mahomes is putting up 45 points, 38 points, who could stop the Chiefs? So, I move on to 2-3. Moving on to the Fins and Raiders. Dolphins have been playing great. They're 3-0. I mean, they had a huge defensive game in that Raiders versus Dolphins. I mean, got to get your hats off to them. That's why I chose them. I chose them really because of their defense. So, that puts me at 3-3. Moving on to the Eagles and Colts. Carson Wentz is back. It was an awesome game. I got to see glimpses from the red zone because I have that at home. So it was pretty awesome, dude. Like, to see Carson back, to see him get hit and sacked, to see how he would react and stuff. He seems like, we got our good quarterback, elite quarterback back, dude. And hopefully he stays healthy throughout the whole season. We can make another run at it. We'll see how it goes. But the Eagles won. We won by defense because the Colts got down the field because of freaking Jalen Mills. I don't know what the heck he did on that pass interference, but he needs to wait till the ball gets there or at least try to intercept it. I mean, that was an interceptable ball, and he should have intercepted it instead of hitting the receiver. But, defense saved us on that game. We stopped them on downs, and really, Jalen Mills got bailed out by the defense. You know, he better show up to practice all week. Show up, study film, learn from your mistakes that you made penalties wise, because we can't have you doing that, Jalen. Anyways, we're moving on to the Jags and Titans. From the Eagles and Colts, I'm 4-3. Moving on to the Jags and Titans, I'm 4-4 because the Titans beat the Jags. That was a huge surprise for me. It wasn't a big upset, but it was definitely an upset. You know what I mean? Because I did not see the Titans winning. I saw the Jags dominating that game, but it's a divisional game. So, you know, you're going to have divisional games. They're going to play you tough no matter what in divisional games, no matter who it is. You saw the Saints and Falcons, no matter if it was high scoring or not. You know, in this case, it was low scoring, and it was a field goal game. So, that's what it comes down to. You got to win your divisional games, and Titans won it. So that puts me at 4-4. Moving on to the Bengals and Panthers. I had the Bengals winning over there in Carolina, but I don't know what happened. I guess the Panthers went off on them, especially with the running game. You know what I mean? So I didn't see them, losing to the Panthers, but the Panthers stopped them to 21 points. So the defense, AJ Green got hurt too. So they kind of slowed down on their offense, and Panthers were just too much firepower. So that puts me at 4-5. Moving on to the Broncos and Ravens. I had the Ravens. I had chose the Ravens this week. And in the middle of the week, decided to change my pick to the Broncos. I don't know why I did that, dude. I just felt like, Case Keenum and the Broncos, they were going to be able to get it done. They've had some magic these last 2 weeks, but it ran out in Baltimore. 2 turnovers in the red zone, a fumble and an interception. Like, it's crazy, dude. I mean, crazy stuff happens in the NFL. So that puts me at 4-6. Moving on to the Falcons and Saints. The Falcons should have won this game. It's unacceptable to be spin moved by Drew Brees. I don't know how he spin moved those 2 linebacker or corner and linebacker, I think it was, and got away and really dove for the end zone. It should have been a nailed on the quarterback, and I don't know how those guys got 2 right of the quarterback, and the quarterback just spin left, and then literally just dove into the end zone to send the game in overtime. And of course, who scores the touchdown? Drew Brees, another quarterback sneak. But Falcons found a way to lose that game. I think Falcons found a way to lose that game instead of the Saints winning. So, yeah, that puts me at 4-7. Moving on to the Rams and Chargers. The LA Rams. LA Rams, bro. They're dominating. You know what I mean? They, especially at home, they're going to come home. They're going to put up 35 points against the Chargers, and they took over that game. Chargers talking about they're tired of Rams talk and all this stuff, and they went out and they didn't even show anything, dude. The Rams they took them out. So that puts me at 5-7 because I had the Rams. Moving on to the Bears and Cardinals, I had the Bears, and they were down, dude. I didn't think this game would be a comeback win, but because of Khalil Mack, the defense of the Bears, they came back. They won. They shut out the Cardinals second half. I mean, I thought this was going to be a shutout or at least a blowout from the Cardinals, and it turns out that, Bears defense. But I did know that their Bears defense was good, and I just didn't think that this was one of those games where they were not going to be blown out, because they were down 14-0 pretty quickly. But they came back. That puts a win for me. That puts me at 6-7. So moving on to the Seahawks and Cowboys. Yeah. I knew the Seahawks were going to win. I was telling, because I have this YouTuber, because I watch EDP, and, he introduced me to this YouTuber called PCG, P. Curls Gum, and I had told her, that they were going to beat the Cowboys, dude. I mean, I knew that the Cowboys were going to go in there and they were going to, like, not be able to do anything. Because Seattle's defense, Seattle's coming on a fired up team. They barely lost last week. They played the Bears, and I had the Bears winning because of their defense. So this makes sense. I knew they were going to beat Dallas. I mean, like, it's predictable, dude. That was an easy one for me. I chose Seattle right off the bat. You know, and shout out to PCG. I told her that they would win, and they did. Took care of business. So that puts me at 7-7. Moving on to the Patriots and Lions. I don't know what's going on with the Patriots. I mean, I had them winning against Detroit. I thought they'd be angry because of the loss last week against Jacksonville. Turns out that's not the case. But then again, Lions coach was the defensive coordinator for the Patriots, so he kind of knew the Patriots' game plan and what they were going to do offensively. So that could have been the case why they were blown out over there in Detroit. That puts a loss on my record, so I'm 7-8 for that week, for week 3's picks. And then moving on to Monday night, the Buccaneers versus the Steelers. I did not see, Fitzpatrick throwing it 3 interceptions. I really didn't see it coming. You would think after throwing 1, you would learn from it. 2, shame on you. 3, I don't know why he would throw like that much interceptions, but then again, you can't have every game perfect. It's the NFL. You're playing with all pros, and but that's what happens. Steelers hadn't won yet. This is their first win, so they lost last week to the Chiefs. They tied the Browns, so they're 1-1. So they were hungry. They were trying to win, like playing their heart out. So. And then the Buccaneers was they're 2-1, so they barely lost their first game. But yeah, those are my week 3 recap picks. I went 7-9 overall from all 3 weeks. I'm 21, 25, and 2. Comment your record, what you guys are. Tell me your picks, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll make another video about week 4 picks. Just to preview, I do have the Rams winning on Thursday after my upset of the week. The Vikings scoring 6 points at home. I don't see them doing anything against the Rams. I see the Rams dominating that game, probably winning by 10. So that's just a quick preview to my picks from week 4. And shout out to John. I know you're watching this. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's your boy, 1A out.